We've been having problems lately with locking up at my job because of how ridiculously long it takes for each person to lock up their end of the restaurants. Getting out late and never knowing where the set of keys because everyone misplaces them. My boss is strictly against getting even just one set of copies because there's too much risk in it. Yes, I can kinda see that, but we've lost the one set of keys so many times some night we can't even lock up because someone misplaced them. So I purposely left the key, locked it from the inside, and left it for her to find that we can't open a single thing other than our front door.
If you don't trust any of your employees to hold a set of keys, that is a problem in itself.
Seems like you guys need to set up some rules about where to place the keys.
Seems like a super simple solution in my opinion.
Somewhere safe like in a locked box.
It's not. You must have never worked with people before. People suck.
Well, I mean, if someone wanted to, they could just copy the
set of keys while they had the rule that does it cheap.
If everyone has free access to the keys, how is it any less of a danger? The
creed of the team has probably copied every one of
those keys by now.
Something like that probably will have happened sooner or later anyway. Freedom to Hong Kong.
I owned a set of keys I have somewhere at home where I
put my keys, yet I sometimes still lose them.
I covered the head of the key with a piece of tape with
garage written on it.
I don't miss living with roommates, not move.
Some company keys have "do not copy" engraved in the keys, so you can't do, but I know some of mine do.
Won't a machine at a self-service kiosk still copy the key?
Fuck the Chinese government.
Has she never heard of a keyholder position?
Some people have coffee in the morning to wake them up and be ready for the day. Personally, I like the method of not being able to find my keys as a panic cause. I can afford to be late again.
What happened after?
Just make sure that the lockbox S lock isn't T crap V equals A 99 XBU T equals 8 meters 00 S.
So she doesn't understand that if that one set of keys is lost, she will have to get a locksmith to sort every single lock out instead of
splitting them up, and it only affecting one restaurant.
How does she not see the risk in at least not having a spare key? She sounds pretty cheap, TBH.
That sucks. I've been renting with my best friend for the
last 7 years now, and we've never had any issues to speak. You've just gotta find someone you can trust. Yes, that portion of the key doesn't even make it into the machine. That doesn't solve the logistical issue of one set of keys. Needing to be in multiple places at once and the much larger problem of no backups.
Win the poor looking ass. Distrustful micromanager is my bet.
Yes, boys down with tyranny, up with freedom.
I was trying to make a point by ironically imitating my manager and how
you aren't seen as a person but as a robot. I think you missed a joke. If anything, they would want a crappy one. Otherwise, there is just another key to keep track of. The first step towards the robot apocalypse is giving them access to our house keys. Then consequences when those rules are not followed.
Yeah, I need an update.
Somebody didn't get their juice box today.
Even if they killed those automated key copying kiosks, DGAF. Nope, I've copied keys in the kiosks that said "do not copy."
I'm lucky enough to be living with my boyfriend now, but I completely agree living with really
good friends is optimum. Mine ruined Frida when I needed roommates.
Well, that too, but they're not everywhere.
Personally, I don't trust the machines. I do rather go down to my
Local Ace HDWR store and have a person make the key, and also it keeps
my money in my community.
Only time to move. Your garden variety key machine at the hardware store or wherever one to be able. To cut Medeco keys, they use an angled cut that rotates the pin's normal key.
Machines only make straight cuts. I used to copy keys for work all of the time that said do not copy at a locksmith, they do not care lol.
I did the same thing works, mostly unless my keys go into my jacket or pants, before I walk through haha.
My key control box won't let you get away with that. There's a thing called communication.
It is unnamed kiosks care. If I had a key with the do not copy stamp ILO, just tell the guy at the key shop that I am the one who stamped it, do not copy them, they just shrug and cut my 2 copies.
Log it in, but don't put the key in the box being scanned.
Beefy is busy looking for a job.
Key watch your door. Unlock the lockbox keys in the lockbox.
Make sure you attach the address so people can return them too.
Can confirm work with people.
Little karma whoring.
Oh, Peter Avenger love this, so much this is
Something I would love to do.
Stick a tile on it.
They have one of my local 7 or 11.
That is awesome.
That is pretty solid advice for anyone. Most jobs are far easier when no people are involved.
Well, I figured it would have something like that considering it. Took me 2 seconds to think of a way around it lol.
Put in a different key, boom, scammed.
Then don't get copies, get different locks and keys for each location.
Just change the locks, if someone can't be trusted with the key. If only kitchens practiced some sort of philosophy involving things belonging in their correct place, always the little red flags are the easiest to ignore in my experience.
if you cook spaghetti sauce with a whole carrot in it, you can cut
Down the acidity considerably.
I am more for that last part, though having the person make the key is literally that person putting it in a different machine and hitting go.
Those machines seem to be more reliable than the automated ones anyway.
I bet the lockpicking lawyer can still cut through them. Like butter lockpicking lawyer. What a bunch of bastards.
No problems you know about it, JK. I'm glad it's working out.
I hope she learned.
Someone did take their spelling pop quiz today.
You can lock the door and then close it.
Maybe, but if it gets messed up for some reason, the person who made it is right there and can fix it, I know. But that's the key. How complicated can it be? But it happens.
This is the rule at my house. We only have one key to my car, so it goes on the hook as soon as we walk in the door, and then my husband took it to work and had to bring it
Back last week. The juice box.
Kinda petty, but did it work? Are you the keymaster? Locks are only a deterrent, cameras. Get a tile.
Got it good.
I hope she pays you up until the last second you spend
looking for the damn keys.
That'll show the boss keep making your point and hopefully keep your job.
A place to keep lock with a digital one. You can even have multiple codes and they still have a key. Confession assigned if they've been lost before and it didn't prompt a change, neither will this. If you locked the door from the inside, how did you get out of the office?
Are you for real?
I know this is probably a stupid question, but how did you get out of the office after locking it from the inside?
It's not a deadbolt. HTTPS or Google or Safetalk Forksman Fate.
chaotic good?
You're a hero.
What exactly are bio-locks?
So what happened, Op?
Please update us on how this works out. So what happened, Op?
Sometimes dumb shit is just bosses suck.
Me locks her keys in her office, boss king cry.
You did good, fuck that hoe.
There's a thing called a time you put it on the keyring when you lose. That you can ring it, and it sounds a loud tone. I personally haven't lost my keys since.
What did she have to say about it? Did she get the point?
So you guys can keep track of one small thing of
that importance, and that's your boss's fault.
Small things get lost easy. I've lost my phone a dozen
times, and I find it quite important.
Boss should be driving around to each place to lock up each
Time and paying the last person for their time extra if this is how boss wants to work things.
Can I steal this for a guilty confessions party?
This belongs in Reddit Kitchen Confidential.
I agree with the sentiment, but this isn't too early to thread for it.
I can see that, but every time something sounds good in your head, people will interpret it
based on their own feelings. It's even worse over the internet.
Looks like Op is the gatekeeper.
That is pretty dumb.